to my 4 viewers watching this, this is going to be an Arizona Cardinals rebuild with J.J. Watt. Not really a rebuild, more like a reload. Did finish 8-8 last season. Season before that, 5-11. Season before that, 3-13. One game out of the playoffs by losing to the Rams and quarterback Wolford, something like that. I don't know, some third stringer that somehow we lost to this guy, 57 overall, 25-year-old, and knocked us out of the playoffs. So we're going to be making a rebuild here. We're going to see if we can win a bowl within 3 or 4 seasons. It's going to be a lot of skipping, just so you don't have to watch an hour-long video, hopefully. So here we go. First things first, we're going to take a look at the retirements here. Go ahead, head over to the Cardinals, and Larry Fitzgerald did retire, which I hope doesn't happen in real life. Looking at some big name retirements here, we got LeSean McCoy, Drew Brees. That one was sort of a given. He's probably going to retire in the next couple days. And Andy Reid retires after his son just had that incident, and he lost the Super Bowl as well. Taking a look at the re-signed players, Hassan Reddick is somebody that we're going to want to have. He is a superstar outside linebacker, extremely fast. We could pair him with Chandler Jones on the other side and then J.J. Watt in the middle. We're also going to want a kicker, just because I don't want to have to re-sign one in the free agency. And we are going to want a couple depth players. Dennis Gardeck's someone I really like, but at the same time, he's asking for too much. As far as the rest, we can honestly pick up in free agency. So I'm going to take a stab at Kenyon Drake. I'll do a 1 year, see if I could trade him for something. 1 year, $7.5 million. And he says no to that, which is understandable. Patrick Peterson, I'll also try a 1 year contract. About 3.5, and that's understandable as well. All right, free agency time. So actually, before I get into the free agency, I just want to show you what I need help with. Obviously, line is a huge priority. Justin Pugh at left guard, DJ Humphries at left tackle. Those are fine. Those will do. But the right side of the line, including the center, is completely just not there. They are just not there. Our running back is not there. We need one as well, and we don't have a third wide receiver. Christian Kirk's going to do great. I can get him to X Factor within 2 seasons, I think. But as far as the defense, we need a lot of help. So at least on the defensive, at least for the defensive backs and middle linebacker. Jalen Thompson, he might be able to develop. For some reason, it's extremely hard to star up and dev up players on this, or defensive backs on this game. Isaiah Simmons is great. I could play him in a number of different spots. Byron Murphy is one of my key defensive players that I'm going to sort of model my defense around. J.J. Watt, obviously, on the inside. I'll probably be playing him as a defensive tackle. Chandler Jones is going to be outside. Hopefully he's not in zone too often. And Hassan Reddick is also going to be a starter. I'm going to go ahead and change him to right outside linebacker so he gets a scheme fit. Speaking of scheme fits, I'm going to show you what I'm running. So I'm obviously not going to be running the Arizona Cardinals playbook because for some reason in Sims and the Arizona Cardinals playbook, it just does not, they just don't win. So if you're ever the Cardinals in a franchise league and you're doing a sim game, like you have a fair sim, make sure you don't have the Cardinals playbook selected because they're not going to win. So I'll just go with Tampa Bay because Bruce Arians is, he's got some great plays. Spread offense I can't run. It's going to have to be vertical zone run with an elusive back and a strong lung quarterback. It's going to be a little tough getting there, but that's the offense I always run. And taking a look at free agency here, we do have some players that we can sign. Defensive backs mainly is what we need. J.C. Jackson, Desmond King, those are 2 guys that we can be sending offers towards. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to just try to sign J.C. Jackson to a 7-year deal. 6-year deal. About $12 million a year. That's fine with me. He's going to like that. Desmond King is another guy I can get. I could also draft a corner. A free safety, we're going to have Marcus Williams here. A 5-year, about 10 mil a year contract. I'm going to see if I could finesse him, because I'm not trying to pay that much for my defensive backs. I'm already paying a huge amount with Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt on defense. So there goes a majority of my cap space. Punter we don't have. I need a punter. Michael Pilardi's perfectly fine for a 7-year cheap contract. So if you're ever wondering why I'm doing these 7-year contracts with no bonuses, it just completely makes sense. You could cut them, trade them, do whatever, and for some reason players like 7-year contracts. So it's sort of a way to finesse the system a little bit. Running backs, I need one. I could sign somebody to a 1-year just to give me a little bit of space to draft someone next season possibly. Mac isn't really asking for that much at all. And he fits my scheme as well. So honestly, he might not be a bad decision. Let's see if I could give him something pretty cheap here. So he doesn't like it too much, but at least it's not completely red. Blasting game, he was the running back for the Giants, right? Had a huge run right after the announcer was talking trash about him. No, not the Giants. The Panthers? The Panthers, yeah. The Panthers. My bad. So wide receivers here. I can draft a wide receiver. I don't really need to go ahead and sign one. I can. I really like Waddle. We're sitting at 16, and hopefully Waddle will drop to us. And I really like Waddle. I think we're going to go ahead and try to go with Waddle here. I'm going to go ahead and sign a couple backup guys real quick. Dan Arnold is somebody I want to keep around in this organization. I'm pretty sure we can draft a wide receiver in this draft. I'm pretty sure there's some wide receivers in this draft class that are big with high weight, decent run block, and decent speed that we could just plug in at tight end and start. I will find out shortly. Seals Jones really didn't like that contract. And taking a look at the offensive line here, we don't really have much. I obviously need a guard. I could sign this right guard right here. I could sign the center. But Mike Pouncey seems to be Mike Pouncey is going to be the better decision for me, just so I could save cap space on the offensive line. And I know it looks like none of these 7-year contracts are going to work, but I'm telling you, some of them are going to work. It happens to me in an online franchise all the time. People don't put bids on people like Matt Stafford or something like that. I'm like, okay, I'll get an 80 overall backup quarterback for 7 years with like a league minimum contract, and it works. And people are always surprised it works, but it works. You know, I've had one time where I've had like 4 different 40-year-old quarterbacks on my team. I had like Drew Brees, Matt Stafford, you know, a bunch of other people on my team, and people were wondering how to get so many good quarterbacks. And you kind of just hoard them. You kind of just bid on people that nobody wants to bid on because they think it's going to cost too much. And yeah, it works. Also, another strategy you can do in your franchise leagues is if you know the date to where you are going to advance, what you can do is put a ridiculous like a $20-something million contract on someone that should be making $20-something million, and then, you know, 1 minute before it advances, completely bring it down, because nobody else is going to bid on them, because there's a $20 million dollar contract. They're going to bid on other people. You just completely bring it down a minute or 2 minutes before advance. I've seen that done. I've never tried it, but I've seen it done. It is a little scummy, a little cheesy, but you know, I've seen people do it. For right end, we're going to go ahead and try to sign someone on a 1-year. Looks like Ndamukong Suh's already getting some offers. We'll try Trey Henderson. He's not going to be used very much, but he can, you know, I could sign him for a 7-year, but he can help our defensive overall. That's what I'm looking to help right now. That's why I'm going to try to sign Gerald McCoy as well. And hopefully these guys can help our overall on defense, which should help in Sims as well. And let's go ahead and advance. So as you see here, JC Jackson accepted and Marlon Mack accepted. Okay, that was a cheap contract that I put on Marlon, which is great for me, because now I have a running back. I don't have to go drafting a running back. I'm going to do the Bangled file. I know it's import, but it is still the same Bangled file that came out, or the newest updated one, basically. This one's going to be a little different from the first couple versions he had. I remember in the first couple versions, I pretty much know all the players from the first couple versions, like their developments, their overalls, and all that. But I stopped playing Madden franchises for about 3 months, so I'm not familiar whatsoever with this newer version, like whatsoever. So we have a couple different options here. We could get an outside pass rusher to pair with Chandler, and we could move Hassan to a middle linebacker. I'm not really a fan of that, but we can do it. Caleb Farley is a very solid corner. Now this is the guy that I really want, Jalen Waddle. I don't think Rose is gonna fall at all. But I really want Jalen Waddle, and I really hope he falls. For some reason, wide receivers and drafts and CPU drafts, they always fall. So there's a very, very high chance that we could end up picking him. Devontae Smith, he's somebody that I'd get Devontae only if Waddle was picked and we were still sitting at 16, not knowing what to do. Dylan Moses, I know he's amazing in the first version, right? He's like a superstar, like 90 speed, huge middle linebacker. But in this version, I don't think he's very good. So I'm going to try away from Dylan Moses. Same thing with Etienne. I don't need a running back anymore. So now I'm looking for a player that can play middle linebacker, and I know Hamza. Hamza is very, very good. So is Moore. Moore is an absolute beast, but Hamza is very, very good. And I believe he is star development. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe he is star. So if I have to, I will go ahead and pick Hamza. I know that'd be a reach, so I could trade down if I wanted to. But let's go ahead and look at my negotiations so far, see if anyone outbidded me, which I'm sure people have. So Marcus Williams, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get. Same thing with Henderson, and same thing with Darrell Williams. And that's fine. I'll go ahead and withdraw those guys. I do need some more offensive line, so I'll go ahead and put some more bids on O-line. Jalen Thompson can play here, that's fine. And Jordan Phillips can play there, that's fine. We have a whole year before his contract becomes a liability. So right at tackle here, I have not signed anyone, so I'm going to go ahead and go with DJ Fluker, see if I could get him on the team. And then I think I'll throw a bid over to Marcus Gilbert as well, just so it can have a little bit of depth, and just so I can have somebody to back up the rest of the offensive line. Injuries are off, so we shouldn't be having to put too many backups in, but I know this game has stamina problems, so maybe an offensive line ends up playing behind another one. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but we'll go ahead and advance here, and I'm going to go to the next free agency. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and move Isaiah Simmons to middle linebacker to define his position a little more. He's going to be my starter here, and I guess we could keep secure tackler. He's going to be my starter here. Jordan Hicks is going to get traded or cut. And taking a look at my draft picks here, I have a first round, second round, third round, fifth, and seventh. I am going to attempt to trade for another first round right now, and see you at the trade screen. So we're going to see if we can trade this for the Lions here. This is Jordan Hicks, a second and a first next year. This is a decent trade for the Lions, especially if they believe that we aren't going to do very good. I would definitely, if I'm looking to trade back in the draft or trade in the draft, I would definitely accept something like this. So looks like they did accept it. Like I said, Isaiah Simmons is going to be playing linebacker for me now. So I will have to probably draft a second linebacker just so I can get somebody behind Isaiah. I also need some corners and defensive backs now since Isaiah is going to be missing. So now I'm going to have 2 first rounds, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. Taking a look here, let's see if I could go sign a corner somewhere just to play a 1-year contract with me. Patrick Peterson, I could get him to come back, and then I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, after simming here, it looks like Patrick Peterson did accept it, and my punter did accept it. So I still have a couple guys that are looking that are looking to accept or decline my offer. Here I mean, obviously I like Parsons, so if he drops, I'm gonna draft him. First he drops, I'm gonna draft him. Otherwise, I'm gonna be picking up Waddle at number. I might pick him up at number 7 if I have no other choice. And I think we're pretty good for scouting here. I do like a corner. I know Tyree Johnson's super fast down here. Tyree Johnson, here he is. I could probably draft him in the 3rd. I don't mind that. Going back to my free agents, gonna go ahead and see if I could sign any more, and it looks like we're going to be, that's a no-go. So I'll just draft a wide receiver, that's fine, and move him over. And I'm gonna up my pick on one of these guys, and you will see shortly. So I did end up getting the right guard. I also got DJ Fluker, and I also got Gilbert. So I could plug one of them in at center. And we're pretty set for offensive line. Now let's go ahead and get to the draft. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is going to be the first pick, and there's going to be quarterbacks that are just popping off in the first few picks. So the defensive lineman could drop to our pick as long as he's not picked by someone like the Falcons or even the Bengals. The Bengals or Falcons might pick him. I don't think the Eagles will pick him. Okay, so there's a really good chance that the Bengals pick him now. And if he can pass by the Bengals, I think I'll be able to pick him up, and he didn't. So, looks like I'm going to have to go with either Waddle or Caleb Farley. I could go with Caleb Farley, and I think Waddle might be able to drop. I think that's the move here. Let's go ahead and do that. Caleb Farley, 76 hidden, great speed. Okay, this guy's a beast. Let me go a couple picks ahead, and if I don't see Waddle, I'm going to try to trade up around 13. Wyatt Davis, one more, and I can trade up for the Chargers. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So 2 5th-round picks to move up 3 spots. That's fine with me. Doesn't really bother. 5th-round picks never really turn out to anything unless you get a hidden gem, which very unlikely to happen in the 5th round. So gonna go ahead and grab Waddle here, and that's the safe choice. He's gonna have like 97 speed, something like that, 96 speed, 98 acceleration. That's just a complete burner. And let's see who else we can get. So I draft Tyreek here. He's gonna be used. I can honestly play him at free safety because look at that speed, acceleration, and agility. He's also a hidden. So I could play him at free safety, move down Jalen Thompson just because he doesn't have that star dev or even superstar dev. I'm assuming Tyree Johnson's a star dev because he did fall. He was supposed to be 5th round, and it said that he was bad for a 5th round pick. So I'm fine with that. And let's see who we could pick up in the 7th round. Just going to draft someone random. It's probably going to be a wide receiver actually that I can move to tight end. Let's go ahead and do that. So someone tall, 6'4", 222, that's not bad. 6'6", 210, that's not bad as well. He's 24, if he's pretty young, I could get him. 22. Let's draft that 6'4" guy. Let's draft Nico. Let's go ahead and draft that 6'4" guy and then move him to tight end. See if he has any type of speed. 65 overall for 7th round, that's not bad. Okay, 91 speed. Move him over to tight end, and I will see you preseason. Just so you see what we are working with here, our offensive line has improved, our running back has improved, and we now have a 3rd wide receiver that can help our offense. New middle linebacker, I just moved Simmons over. Free safety, I'm going to be playing Tyree Johnson instead of Jalen Thompson. J.C. Jackson over at corner, and we also drafted Caleb Farley. So our team has drastically improved. So first message saying stop this losing streak. That is not something that you want to see. Shoot, I get to upgrade someone. Let's do secondary. That's not something you want to see here. So I'm assuming it's our record's not very good. It's 3-4. We can definitely come back from that. That's not too bad. Not as bad as what I thought. Our scouting is going to be the randomized players. which is why it didn't really matter if I traded around trade next year's picks, because the randomized players are always a lot worse. Renegotiating here, I'm going to go ahead and try to get Chandler. I know it's going to be 20 mil a year, which is why I'm assigning him to 1 year. And, you know, I'll give him whatever he wants. I'll give him like 22, that's fine. Christian Kirk, he can have whatever. He's going to get a 7-year because I'm going to develop him to X Factor. So 7-year at 10 mil is fine because he'll have X Factor in the next year or two. As far as the rest of them, I could get him in the off season. I did sign Tutu. He's a backup, but he's extremely fast. TJ Vasher, I signed a wide receiver, moved him over to tight end. He's 6'6". He's tall. So let's send the rest of the season here. Okay, so we turned a 3-4 team around and actually made the playoffs. So it looks like that last game is what did it, winning by 3 points to the Lions. I think it was what did it, especially if we're in the 7th seed right now and we beat out a team by even half of a game. We are. Somehow the Seahawks were 5th seed at 9-7, but we're gonna go ahead and do a basically a quick sim of the game, just to see. I mean, obviously we're gonna get, you know, smacked. It's the Saints, but we're gonna do a quick sim here and see how well we do. This to Madden. They have worked on the intro to playoff games and whatnot. I remember one year the Super Bowl win, actually still might be the same. When you win a Super Bowl, it's the exact same everything as the previous years. I don't think did we face the Saints this season? How'd they get this footage? I'm not sure. I don't even know who that quarterback is. We should win then, if they have a no-name at quarterback. Shouldn't we? I don't know, let's find out. So I'm going to do a different way. I'm just going to sim by play, and I'm going to keep it at normal and just spam X, slow it down when I want. So let's see here. Oh, we're starting off good. Started off with a touchdown here. They managed to bring it within 4, and it looks like they're going to take the lead here. Nope, we get the ball back. And, oh, we held them out of field goal range. That's great. 7-3, what a high-scoring first half. Come on, Cardinals. We're not supposed to win the Super Bowl first year, but if we can, I would love to do it. 14? 10? Okay, that's fine. If we could stop them. Okay. Do we get a first here? That's game. All we have to do is need the ball. Let's go. 10-6. What a thrilling playoff game here. We've had to develop a lot of my players here, so we're actually going to be a revamped team heading into this next game, which is going to be against the Bears. Who's the Bears quarterback? Is it Mitch? How are they 12-4? Zach Wilson. Interesting. Okay. Zach Wilson. And then the Saints, who was their quarterback? They had nobody. Number 19? Blake Bortles. 69 overall Blake Bortles led them to 12-4. I don't understand this game. But let's just go ahead and get into it and see you on the field. Alright, so this is pretty cool. It's snowing. I might want to get some gameplay from this game just because it's snowing. I don't think I've ever been in a snowing game from Madden 21. I'm doing the same thing as I am last time with a normal speed. Starting off 7-0. Starting off pretty strong here, just like last game. Hold them to a field goal. Nope, touchdown this time. 2 touchdowns in a row. Not good for us. Ooh, we have to be able to stop him here. Okay, we did get the ball back. 3rd and 10, and it looks like we punted it back to them. Oh, we got the ball back again? 10 points. Right before halftime, we got a 3-point. And another 3 points. We could hold them to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal. What was that? The punted? Okay. I thought that was a throw. Did we take the lead here? We did take the lead. And then we got the ball back. And then we added a field goal. Oh my God, this is intense. Okay. 14-19. They're down by 5. It's 4th and 17. They get a 22-yard catch on 4th and 17. If they end up winning this. Oh, we get the ball? Let's go. Okay, that's game. Alright, I didn't end up getting footage, but see you in the next game. Okay, we are facing the 11-5 49ers. Luckily, we're facing the 49ers. Everyone knows the 49ers are trash. Not a shout out to all the 49ers listening to this. Probably like one or two. But, yeah, everyone knows they suck. They do have Najee Harris, which is great because he's like a slow power running back that isn't really good at trucking. I think he's like 90 trucking. So let's jump in the game here. Well, I actually do like these intros. I don't know why they're showing Driscoll there. Garoppolo. Why is he a captain, man? Was that Max Williams? Why is he spinning someone out? There goes, was that Reddick, I think? Hassan Reddick? Did my guy just fumble? I know our guy just didn't fumble. Like I said, the 49ers are trash. Should be no way we lose this game. We should blow them out by about 40. So let's go ahead and see here. So like I said, 49ers are trash. Cardinals won 41-19. Pretty easy win. Pretty easy dub there. 49ers never really had a chance. Alright, so this is pretty interesting. Kyler Murray has a breakout quarterback development chance in the Super Bowl. Which is kind of crazy. 350 yards, 4 touchdowns. If he gets it, and he has to have the win. So this is absolutely insane here. Gonna go ahead and jump into the game here. I don't think I'm gonna play at all because I just want the Cardinals to actually win it, like not me. If I were to play, it'd be the same score as like the 49ers game last game. Probably about there. I started playing in the third quarter. That's why I murdered them. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and try to sim it. Here we go, Super Bowl. I have no idea who that guy is. That's Baker Mayfield. And most of those players really, I mean, the Browns are a really good team. What am I saying? They're probably going to make it to the championship next year and then get smoked by the Chiefs. But that's just the Brown way. Get smoked when you need a win. As we saw for 2 consecutive seasons, which they won a combined amount of games. As they won 1 game in 2 seasons. That was pretty spectacular. So let's do the thing that we've been doing, speed normal and just skip them. Browns have the ball, 2 minutes in the first quarter. Looks like they're going to get a field goal at least out of this drive, and they get a touchdown. Cardinals are driving down the field, get a touchdown somehow. And then the Browns answer right back. And then they have another chance to score right before half, but we get the ball back with a field goal. Now we get the ball at the start of second half, but we punt it, and they score a touchdown. Ooh, this is not good. They have a chance to go up 2 possessions here. Nick Chubb. Come on, we got to stop them here. They're almost in field goal range here. 3rd and 3, have to stop it here. Okay, we're going to get the ball back. 2nd and 20. This is not looking good. 3rd and 20. It looks like we're going to punt it here. Yep, Kyler Murray gave up. How far did that punt go? Oh my gosh, so 24-10 now? Yeah, wow, that punt went nowhere. We need a touchdown like ASAP. It's 3rd and 9, 4th and 1. You have to go for it. They ran it on 4th and 1. Okay. 8-yard throw. 1-yard run. 5-yard throw. 11-yard throw. Incomplete. That's fine. 6-yard, 3rd and 4. Okay, so first down. What? That play just happened. First down. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. 3rd and 4. Oh, I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. Oh, okay. Incomplete. We gotta get a touchdown the next 2 plays. Come on, get a touchdown this play. You have to get a touchdown. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to jump in. I know. They didn't even score. Oh, looks like that's it. That's gonna be it. I made it to the Super Bowl the first year, but didn't get the win. That's irritating. I'm just going to be simming. I'll do a little bit of the off season, like the re-signing and stuff, and then I'll just sim the entire season and sim all the games quickly. Not going to do the same way I did it this time, just to see if we could win a bowl within, 3 seasons. First year we went to the Super Bowl. That's kind of crazy. But let's see how these players develop. I'm not proud of this, but I have to cut DJ Humphries. He's costing me 14 mil, and I also had to cut Justin Pugh, who's costing me 10 mil. But I can get some replacements for them in the free agency, and you will see all the replacements afterwards. So here we picked up Wynn, which is going to be a good replacement for the left tackle. Like I said, I'm not going to be scouting. I'm just going to trade all my picks, and I'll show you the trades after. So here we're going to go ahead and pick up Kyler Murray's 5th-year option. Obviously, I'm going to be paying him, I don't know, something in the 20s, probably 22 mil. Vita Vea accepted my contract. Wyatt Taylor did not. Tom Brady did not. All right, I'm going to try a bit of a crazy trade here. The guard I just traded for in the first round for Kittle, and they are so close to accepting it. I'm going to add a 7th. I was able to trade for a first round to the Eagles. Traded my first round next year, including I think a 3rd next year, something. They are so close to accepting it. They're going to accept it. So, looks like Kittle is now going to be on the Cardinals, which is insane. Oh, wow, that's incredible. Okay, and now I got Kittle apparently. Taking a look at my team here, I just traded for Ruiz, traded 4th, 5th, and 6th for him, and got Kittle. Nico Collins backing him up. Mr. Waddle, Mr. Kirk, Kyler. Looking at the defense here, we should still have Tyreek at the free safety spot. We do. We got a great team. I don't see how we shouldn't lose. We really shouldn't lose at all. Could use a middle linebacker too. Yeah, we should be good. See you come playoff time. Okay, it looks like we made the wild card at 12-4. Gonna go ahead and advance through this game. Going to do upgrade players real quick. Just sim that and all right, skip. And we won. We lost. Oh my god. All right, taking a look at my team here. I really revamped my offensive line, so I basically just traded all my picks away. Ended up with Ruiz and McCoy. As you see, it's still a great offense, similar to last year. Here, I moved Tyreek to the free safety. We lost Jalen Thompson in free agency. And I was able to trade for Hurst as well. Traded my 2nd round pick for the superstar, which was a steal in my opinion. So I'm set pretty much. I was able to pick up Chandler Jones. So he was in the free agency. I lost him in free agency. And then I went back. The Patriots picked him up. Then I went back, traded a 1st round pick to the Patriots for Chandler. So let's go ahead, sim the entire season here, and check out our record at the end of the year. Okay, I simmed half the season. We're a 92 overall, but we are 5-3 and 2nd in the division. Just to put that in perspective, 2nd in the division to a team that's 82 overall. That's how bad the sims are. But let's sim the rest of the season, check it out. All right, so we ended up making the playoffs at 12-4, so it looks like we only lost 1 of our last however many games, last 8 games. We're just gonna sim to next week here, obviously, since I don't have a game to play. And we are going to be playing, what is this? Talk about a playoff push, interesting. JJ Watts, it should be your last season too, Chandler. Why are you telling me this? Plus 20 morale for the entire defense, wow. Okay, that's actually really good. So his morale's also maxed out. Okay, I mean, that would make sense, right? We're gonna do the whole sim thing. 93 over. This team is absolutely just... I wish I still had fits. This team is absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and send this. Alright, now we're back in. You know the drill. I'm going to keep it fast speed though. 7! I mean, in all reality, we should smoke these guys. We're like 8 overall better. But you know how Sims are. 14, we got to get another touchdown without them scoring. Looks like they're going to score here. 10, okay. They get the ball back right before half. We get it back. 3 seconds. Nope. And another touchdown. Great. That should pretty much be game. They only scored 10 in the first half, and they need to come back 11 in the fourth quarter. They did with the touchdown there. Okay, game's over. Alright, so Cardinals are moving on to the championship. You will see me in the next sim. Conference championship, we are playing the Vikings. They are 9-7, sitting at 85 overall. Alright, so I am now doing simming the game here. Looks like we're up 3-0. Tie game at 3-3. We just punted it back. They went 3 and out as well. Punted it back again. This is a punt game right here. Okay, at least a field goal out of this possession, which we do. They aren't getting anything, and we punt it right back and then get the ball back somehow and score a touchdown. Now we are up 13-3, and I honestly think that's enough to win the game. I don't see how they're gonna score. That's game. Yeah, that's game. Okay, so I'll be moving on to the Super Bowl, and I will see you guys there. See the final score of this real quick. Looks like it's gonna be 36-10. Yep. Alright, see you guys in the bowl. As you see here, we have another breakout quarterback in the Super Bowl game. This is honestly spectacular. I really don't understand this, but I mean, this is pretty much going to be the last year, so we have to win the Super Bowl here. Because it is J.J. Watt's last year, and this is what this whole thing is based on, winning the Super Bowl in J.J. Watt's last year. So looking at the Ravens here, they have an 87 overall team. Their top 3 players look like the exact same top 3 players that they are right now. So let's get into it. Here we are. Super Bowl 58. We've already been to one of these. We kind of got smoked. So here we are. Okay, we're already up 7-0. Awesome. Great start. Looks like the Ravens can't tie it. 10-0. Oh, this is a great start. 13-0 at least. Let's go. Hold them out of a touchdown. Okay, we get the ball back. Punt it. That's fine. If they could score a field goal before half, that's fine. Touchdown. That's not good though. Sorry about that. Girlfriend called me. I had to decline it. But let's take a look at this. Another touchdown right before half. That really helped us. This is game. Looks like we're going to win the Super Bowl in J.J. Watt's final season. And that's a great way to end it. Let's go ahead and get on the field here with J.J. Watt. Maybe we could get a sack with him to end the franchise. Wow, this is a great team. Look at this, man. And I have another superstar defensive lineman too. He's just not in at the moment. Why are they running it?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Not too many offenses.
Yes, sir. J.J. Watt. Here we go. Don't run the ball. Throw it. You're down 21 points. You need a touchdown. Oh. Isaiah Simmons, why did you just lay on the ground? Alright, come on here. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Utavea, Hurst. So this is the other defensive lineman I was talking about, Hurst. Now here we got 5 superstar or X Factors up front. That's insane. And then this dude lays him. I don't even know that guy. He's a backup. He's like 64 overall. This defense is insane, man. I built this team to be legendary. Come on, JJ, I need you here. Let's put Reddick on that spy just because he's got like 99 speed. Oh my god! JJ Watt, Jesus Christ. J.J. Watt. What was that? Is this what happens when you use the lineman? I just ran him over. That's absolutely insane.
But it's incomplete.
Here we go. Sending the rush. You already know what it is. Tight end should be wide open. I'm not adjusting anything. I just want to use a J.J. Watt. Otherwise, I'd probably get a pick right here. But oh, what a play. That's going to be it. J.C. Jackson. Let's check out my offense. My overpowered offense that I spent so much time to build. There's Kittle. There's Waddle. There's Hopkins. It's the running back right here. Hopkins is wide open. Oh my god, this team is so overpowered, man. I didn't even try Christian Kirk. I'll probably get stopped here, so I'll give Kirk a try here. Check out Mr. Kirk. Let's get three wide receivers in the game. Oh, he's not even superstar yet. Interesting.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in
I didn't know that.
right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, in trouble and he'll go down.
You know what? I think I'm close to my development. I mean, I'm obviously not going to play this franchise again, but at least get the dev. He's wide open. Oh, what a horrible throw. Well, I'm not getting the dev now. But yeah, what a game. What a way to end it for our Super Bowl team. I'm going to do one more play on defense. Just try to get J.J. Watt his sack real quick. I'm going to get double team here on the edge, but it doesn't matter. Triple team. Good throw by Jackson, but he's playing with bombs. Hollywood Brown, the cousin to some wide receiver that caught a touchdown pass in last year's Super Bowl in real life. Here we go, JJ. Come on. Oh my god, he got cooked. JJ! He's too fast. Another no huddle. It's fine, I'll get a pick right here. Why would you... See, this is not... Oh my. We're just going to send the rest of the game here. But, as you see, we have won. And, we won it in good fashion. We kind of blew them out before that last play there. They scored another touchdown right before. Okay. So, the score looks better than what it really was, but yeah. Got the win there. Let's go ahead and look at career stats. Taking a look at career sacks here, J.J. Watt has 134 sacks. That's what I was thinking, somewhere in the 130s. Chandler Jones also has 132. So even if Chandler Jones retired here, he'd still make the Hall of Fame. 2 interceptions, 831 tackles. That's a lot of tackles for defensive linemen. 3 touchdowns. I don't think that's counting the offensive touchdowns out there. Yeah, it's just defensive touchdowns. But he had one crazy career, 25 forced fumbles, absolutely ridiculous. Few forced fumbles this season. Receiving, I know DeAndre Hopkins isn't retired yet, but this is still great numbers. He's almost at 100 touchdowns. He's going to hit 100 touchdowns by the time he's ending his career. George Kittle, absolutely insane. Almost 6,000 yards for tight end with only 7 years experience. Just an absolutely all-around great season, great career. Did it just say he was first in the NFL with only 1,000 rushing yards? I know that's not true. Did that really just say first in the NFL? This game is ridiculous. If he's first in the NFL with 1,000 rushing yards, this game is broken. Okay. What did it say, 11th then? Let's see what it said. Must have said 11th. My eyes are pretty blurry. 15th, okay. So, as you guys see there, won the Super Bowl year 3? Year 4? Something like that? I don't know. Who cares? But I won. So yeah, later.